Hey, Amy.
How are you doing today?
Man, I am having a great day. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, I do.
It's like one of those days where there's a tiny bit of rain. I know we haven't gotten much rain yet, but tiny bit of rain, tiny bit of sun. And so I was able to see my favorite thing in the whole wide world. What do you get when you have some sunshine and some rain that might be up in the sky? You got it. A rainbow. And oh, the times when I get to see rainbows, I'm so glad I live in Oregon because you can see many more rainbows here in Oregon than you can in Iowa.
Yeah, for sure. I grew up in a pretty dry state. And so if we got one a year, it was a
Yeah.
stop everything and run outside moment.
Yeah.
And here I feel like they're still unusual, but you will see a few each year.
Totally. So kids, if you ever see sunshine and rain, make sure you go outside and try to don't look at the sun, look at the opposite side of the sky. And sometimes you'll see a beautiful rainbow. And that leads us to today's theme, I believe.
Right. Our theme is rainbows.
Yeah.
And I have a couple fun facts for you because I know you love a fun fact.
I do. Factoids are my favorite.
Okay. Rainbows can occur in mist, fog, sea spray, waterfalls, and anywhere where light meets water in the sky and the angles are conducive.
Fog.
Right?
I've never seen a rainbow in fog. I mean, I've seen them in waterfalls and at the ocean and stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to see a fog rainbow.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So here's another factoid. There are also rare moon bows made at night by the light of the moon. I have never seen a moon bow.
But we've never been looking for them. Normally we're asleep probably when they come out.
And so if we see them, we read them as white, but they are still the shape.
Wow. I mean, so I wonder if you went to the coast, you know what I mean, on a full moon night, that would be like a good opportunity because you'd have the spray and you'd have the
it might be. What I also learned was moon bows, when you see those, it's a very good time to find unicorns.
Well, then I don't understand why you're not out moonbow hunting all the time, Amy. Get on it. Awesome. Well, it's going to be a super fun celebration of rainbows. But before we can get too far into the rainbow love, we need to wiggle our fingers. Let's get some stretching out going on. So wiggle your fingers and down below, wiggle your toes.
I can't. I have a cat on them.
Well, maybe wiggle the cat. And now up here, wiggle your shoulders. And I was just about to say wiggle your toes again, but no, wiggle your nose. And now it's time to wiggle everything. All right. Now, all the wiggles are out of me, and I will be as still as can be as we celebrate all the colors of the rainbow.
Oh, Sam, I have the best guessing game for you today.
I have been thinking about this all day. Like, I don't know, other than a rainbow, what exactly you will ask me about. So I'm really curious.
Okay, so it's a stretch. I'm just going to flat out say that. And I think you have a good chance at two of them and no chance at two of them.
Okay,
because I had to dig.
Maybe I'll impress. If I get 3 out of 4, I'm going to feel good.
I would, because I had to dig. I didn't know these things. So
okay, let's do it.
Here we go. What do you think of that? It's pretty, huh?
Oh, that's very, very pretty.
Okay, things that are rainbow. I'm giving you heavier clues than normal, too.
That's a long clue.
This finch is unmistakable, squeezing bright blue, green, yellow, and purple onto their small bodies. They are one of Australia's most colorful birds, finishing their look with blue tails. Their face color varies. They live in open tropical woodland and nest in tree hollows. And their species was classified as endangered in Queensland in 1992. I think it's important to know these things.
I hope this isn't one of the easy ones, is it?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm just going to take a wild guess then. Rainbow finch.
It's this finch, which I can't remember what it's called right now, but it wasn't a rainbow finch.
It's a very, very beautiful bird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like when I was looking up all this rainbow stuff, I think birds must have the most variety of colors of any animal in the world.
Doesn't that make you wish you could have seen dinosaurs?
Oh
Because,
yeah.
you know, like we used to think of, like when I was a kid, books all had dinosaurs just green, you know, but now we know that they're related descendant, or birds are descendants of dinosaurs. There's a good chance that dinosaurs were brightly colored too. And that'd be really cool to see a dinosaur that looked like that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Okay, so next, this is one that you probably can get. While this frog sleeps during the day, it is able to hide its markings and red eyes. Appearing mostly green, it blends in with the leaves of its rainforest home. When disturbed from sleep, the tree frog flashes its bulging red eyes,
Pause there. Was that a pregnant pause?
startling any predators that were about to eat it. Adults are neon green with white bellies and blue upper limbs with cream or yellow stripes on their sides. They complete the look with orange feet.
Hmm.
It's pretty.
The blue upper limbs thing confuses me, but I'm going to go with red-eyed tree frog.
Correct.
Okay. Wow, look at the blue stripes.
Yeah, stay on that for a second because I got to get the answer to the next one because I just realized, like the finch, I don't actually know.
Okay, well, I will tell the kiddos out there that red-eyed tree frogs are amazing, and if you really want to see an awesome picture book, now we're going to Google, Amy.
No, there we go. You're there.
If you want to read an awesome picture book about red-eyed tree frogs, there's a book called Red-Eyed Tree Frog by Joy Cowley. And the best thing about the book is the pictures, the photos by Nick Bishop, this amazing nature photographer who has done a bunch of great kids books, all with amazing photos. He's got one on snakes, Amy, that you should totally avoid.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
This bird is one brilliantly colored bird native to East Southern Africa. It is also the national bird of Kenya and Botswana. Their feathers come in a variety of colors. They have a greenish head, lilac colored throat and chest, blue belly, greenish yellow legs, and light blue wings. They're pretty long for a bird. They are 14 inches long.
That is long. Huh. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I don't have any idea, and I can't even make a smart guess. So
I wouldn't either. But isn't it beautiful? It's called a lilac-breasted roller.
I would never ever have gotten any of that, but wow.
But
looks like he rolled around in a Crayola box or something.
Yeah, he's just gorgeous.
Wow, bird. Okay, amazing. Okay,
the next one.
This last one I'm going to get, right?
You're totally going to get. These foods come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes, flavors, and colors. They provide important nutrients for health and maintenance of your body. Different types provide different nutrients, so it's important to get a good variety. An easy way to make sure you're getting all of the different nutrients is to choose a variety of colorful ones to fill half your plate.
You know, when it said these foods, I was ready for Skittles. And then Skittles doesn't make sense for any of the rest of the stuff because I've been thinking taste the rainbow the whole time. You know? But, it's got to be fruits and vegetables. I mean, I feel like maybe it's just fruits. But
no, it's fruits and vegetables.
All right, because it wasn't anything specifically fruity in that one. So excellent. That is a beautiful picture.
I know. It makes me so hungry. So everybody go eat your rainbow. You can
life advice.
Eat a rainbow.
Eat the rainbow.
Eat the rainbow. Okay.
All right. Well, we have talked about some very beautiful things that are rainbow colored. Now, let's put them into Heckety Peckety Bumblebee. So we're going to start out with a one-syllable word. What's a one-syllable word, Amy, that's related to rainbows?
Well, I think the first syllable of rainbow, rain.
Well, you got to have rain.
You have to have, right? Well, you have to have water and in the air. So
yeah. Okay. So we'll do rain. That sounds good. Okay. Heckety Peckety Bumblebee, won't you say this word with me? Rain. 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 Nice. Okay. So a two-syllable one. I have to say this is slightly harder than some of our other colors. So I'm going to go with the obvious choice, rainbow.
Perfect.
Okay, let's do rainbow. Heckety Peckety Bumblebee, won't you say this word with me? Rainbow. 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 Okay, we got 1 and 2.
Ooh.
What do you got for 3?
Fun word. Prismatic.
Ooh, that is a fun word. It sounds like there's a Z in there, but there isn't. Nice. Okay, prismatic. Let's do it. Heckety Peckety Bumblebee, won't you say this word with me? Prismatic. 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 Okay, so we talked about rain, rainbow, prismatic, and we need a 4-syllable one. You know what rainbows are?
I can guess.
Multicolored. Okay, multicolored it is. Now, folks, there's great books and songs associated with rainbows, so don't worry. It won't all be like Heckety Peckety Bumblebee. It's just a little challenging to find words that fit into our little framework. So we're going to do multicolored. Goes like this. Heckety Peckety Bumblebee, won't you say this word with me? Multicolored. 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 Nice. It's time, right? It's time for the best part of story time, the story. I know there are some great rainbow stories too, Amy. What are you bringing today?
I'm throwing you a curveball, Sam, because I'm not doing a rainbow or color story.
Oh, I love it. What is it? Something totally unrelated?
Something totally unrelated, because the color book I wanted to do, as you know, we couldn't find this week.
Yeah.
And I just didn't love any of the other books enough to want to read them, because part of our thing is we really want you to read the books that we read. They're really solid, good books. So I have a favorite book, and I know you've never heard this book.
Awesome.
But it has fruit. It has a fruit in the title. So I thought, along with our healthy eating while stretching, this is still good. Avocado Baby by John Birmingham.
I have heard you talk about this book, but you're right. I have never heard it.
But
Awesome.
I got to show you these end papers.
Oh, well, there's a rainbow right there, Amy.
See?
Yeah.
It's not that big of a...
That works.
It's a stretch.
Hi everybody, today I'm reading a book called Avocado Baby by John Birmingham. This is a book, it's not about rainbows, but I chose it because rainbows are one of my favorite things, and unicorns are one of my favorite things, and John Birmingham wrote this book, and it is one of my favorite things. So Avocado Baby. This book is British, so it refers to avocados as avocado pears. There's papers for Sam. Oh, baby on roller skates. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Hargraves and their 2 children were not very strong. Mrs. Hargraves was expecting another baby, and they all hoped it would not be as weak as they were. The new baby was born, and all the family were very pleased. Mr. and Mrs. Hargraves brought the baby home, and it grew, but, as they feared, it did not grow strong. Mrs. Hargraves found feeding the baby very difficult. It did not like food or want to eat much. "Whatever can I do?" wailed Mrs. Hargraves. "The baby doesn't like eating anything I make, and it looks so weak." "Why don't you give it that avocado pear?" said the children. In the fruit bowl on the table, there was an avocado pear. Nobody knew how it had gotten there, because the Hargraves never bought avocados. Mrs. Hargraves cut the pear in half, mashed it, and gave it to the baby, who ate it all up. From that day on, an amazing thing happened. The baby became very strong. It was getting so strong it could break out from the straps on its high chair, pull the other children uphill in a cart, wrench off the side of its cot, and each day Mrs. Hargraves gave that baby an avocado pear. One night, a burglar got into the house. The baby woke up and heard the burglar moving about downstairs. The baby picked up a broom and chased the burglar. The burglar was so frightened at being chased by a baby that he dropped his bag and ran out of the house. The next day, Mr. Hargraves put a notice on the gate. That should keep the burglars away, he said. It says, "Beware of the baby." The baby would help carry the shopping, move the furniture, and push the car when it would not start. One day, 2 bullies were waiting for the children in the park. The bullies started being very nasty to the children. The baby did not like that and jumped out of its pushchair, picked up the bullies, and threw them into the pond. The baby gets stronger every day, and of course, it's still eating avocado pears. And that is the story of Avocado Baby by John Birmingham.
Okay. That was definitely worthwhile. And there are great rainbow books out there, people, but sometimes the books we can't find, and it's the most important thing in story time is that you share books that you love, that you share books that you're excited to share. So I'm glad you picked your all-time favorite book, Amy, because there's not all that many storytime themes where you can share Avocado Baby. So you got to get it in there when you can, right?
Yeah, I've been trying for years, and I think this is the first time, so I feel good about that.
It's a win. All right, well, it is time for the song. And I thought today for the song, what I was going to do is bust out my favorite song that's all about how you make the colors of the rainbow. So I'm going to teach a little science via song by doing a song called "I've Got Red Paint, You've Got Blue." So I'm going to cut over to that right now. All right, like I said, we're going to bust out some science right now and talk about color mixing. So we're going to take the 3 primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and we're going to find out what can happen when you mix them together. Yeah, all right, those are going to be the secondary colors. And that's going to go like this. It goes, "I've got red paint, you've got blue. What's going to happen when we mix the 2? I've got red paint, you've got blue. What's going to happen when we mix the 2? What color do you think? Should we find out? Purple's the color, yes sirree. Blue and red make purple, you see. Purple's the color, yes sirree. Blue and red make purple, you see." Okay, let's try yellow and red. That'd be fun. "I've got yellow, you've got red. What if we mix these 2 instead? I've got yellow, you've got red. What if we mix these 2 instead? Orange is the color, yes sirree. Yellow and red make orange, you see. Orange is the color, yes sirree. Yellow and red make orange, you see." Okay, what haven't we done yet? Yellow and blue, right? "I've got yellow, you've got blue. What's gonna happen if we mix the 2? I've got yellow, you've got blue. What's gonna happen if we mix the 2? Green is the color, yes sirree. Yellow and blue make green, you see. Green is the color, yes sirree. Yellow and blue make green, you see." Well done.
Wow, Sam, that was some great science and singing.
What could be better than science via song? But now it's time. Okay, this is what could be better. It's joke time, right?
It is joke time.
Okay, the slideshow was really hard, so I'm feeling like the joke time might be my place to shine. Let's
I think
find out.
you have a fair to even chance.
I'm not feeling super confident, Amy.
Well, I have 4 good jokes.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay, first
Number one.
This one you can get. What bow can't be tied?
A rainbow.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, a softball.
Okay, next one. Good chance on this one. What do you find at the end of a rainbow? At the end of a rainbow.
I think pot of gold would be a reasonable answer, but my guess, since this is a riddle, is W.
That's correct.
All right. Woohoo. 2 for 2.
Okay, the next one. How much does a rainbow weigh?
I have no idea. How much does a rainbow weigh?
Nothing. They are pretty light.
I like that. I mean, nothing was kind of like, but pretty light that's the joke, right?
Yeah, that's the joke.
Okay, let's see if I can get this last through.
Okay, this one is my favorite.
Okay.
What happens to a rainbow that breaks the law?
I feel like it's something with black and white.
No.
You know how, like, you have to put on black and white striped stuff when you're an old school prisoner. Okay, what happens to a rainbow that breaks the law?
It goes to prism.
I could have gotten that one. Oh, if I thought about that, but then everyone would have had to sit there and like watch me think hard, like that was a good one. That's my favorite too. Nice. Okay, well, it's time for us to say goodbye. So we'll do it the way we always do with our chant that goes like this. See you later, alligator.
Give a hug, ladybug.
Oh, see you soon, baboon.
Bye-bye, butterfly.
Time to swish, jellyfish.
Blow a kiss, goldfish.
Let's shake, rattlesnake.
Out the door, dinosaur.
Be sweet, parakeet.
Let's jam, Sam.
Let's jam. All right. We will be back in a few weeks and we will celebrate the alphabet.
Yeah, so start thinking up your words that start with A right now.